these defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box.
Turning on the Jets. He's at the 40. At the 20. All the way in for the touchdown. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Yeah, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Out of the gun to give to the back. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to throw, it's St. Clair. A spectacular one-hand grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, that's about as impressive as a short gainer catch as you're ever going to see. I mean, didn't get the first, didn't go very far downfield, but it was pretty lucky. Caught it with one hand. I mean, I guess there's that.
Yeah, and third and short, it's a great place to be for an offense. You got the whole playbook available, and they choose to pass, and the defense did a really good job playing the pass, and fourth down now, it's decision time for you.
Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Here comes the offense onto the field again. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. High the chains now on second and long. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
It'll be third and long. He might want another play. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to throw. It's St. Clair. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Productive pass offense for the Huskies, and they've had a long line of quarterbacks who've gone on to the pros.
Yeah, a lot of guys that you can think of. Warren Moon obviously was so dynamic, so good, but guys that were surgical, guys that read the defenses, made the decision, made big plays. That's what the Husky fans want to see.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator, giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something...
There he goes! Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Jet sweep to the receiver. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You want to stop the jet sweep and be successful, get some penetration right now towards those edges, right where they're running the football. Defense was ready, got him on the ground, and stopped that play before it ever got started.
They'll run it from the gun. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience, bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And this one splits the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Ohio State is in front. They've led for most of the game. However, Brutus isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 4 over Nebraska. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Working that left side now. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route. Then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball.
Got enough space, and they're in for a touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Run in the red zone. It's Reader. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Here comes the heat. Washington sends out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Here's the return. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air, it's Tompkins. Release to the back. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Makes the catch. And it's a touchdown. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Makes the quick grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's strong. Dragged down at the 26 after a pickup of 5. to throw. It's St. Clair. Grabbed in the middle. It's Flawletta. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Washington right back to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Carr. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Lost the fire on second down. Snagged out of the air. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
It's complete to the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Touchdown, Washington! Quick strike through the air for the score.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get it. It's a touchdown.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Allegiant Stadium.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the offense back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Trying to get the edge on the right. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. Got his man downfield. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
That's a really good-looking throw right there, and that was a tight spiral, too. You guys remember the great Washington Husky quarterback Warren Moon? I don't think anybody threw a more pretty ball than Warren Moon did. Tightest spiral I've ever seen. That right there reminded me of old number 1.
They go to the ground. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And after taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the second half. Third quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this thing.
To the air on 2nd down. Firing to the right, complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver working the curl route. Receiver got his depth, and he fought back to the football, helping make that completion a whole lot easier.
Searching forward on the sneak. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, give on the inside. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Handoff to the single back. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to run for it. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
He's got it, 1st down and more. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Shoots it to the left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
It's one thing to get that huge play. Now you got to cash it in with 6. 1st and 10 from the 24. They'll go to the toss. Got room to work. Spins away from the defense. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense.
And it's in there for a touchdown.
And this offense continues to have some success. And I'll tell you what, when it gets down to it and you need a play, they're starting to find this playmaker. You can tell the QB looks for him. That's 3 TDs now in 4 games, and I think they'll keep feeding the big fella.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. The give to the left side. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
If you like old-school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. There's the pressure. Had to get rid of it quickly. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Looking deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time.
29 Philly.
The give to the back. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Here's the hit. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They kick it away on 4th down. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
Nice job by this defense staying whole, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Caught. Oh, he's got some space. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down. Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. Leaves it with the back. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's strong. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Third down play from the gun. Catch in the middle. It's Carr. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Just keep slinging it. Washington wants to go quickly. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Jackson. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. 3rd down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. Slides away. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Flawletta. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's St. Clair. Got his man quickly. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Trying to punch it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense. Now you're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, TFL. Now you got a big second down here, probably expecting the offense to throw with a little bit more room to work with.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Pocket breaking down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Washington. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. You still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. The handoff keeps working on that clock. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
They've got the lead, but here in the 4th quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock. As much time as possible for their offense.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Looking to throw, it's Tompkins. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of.
Headed to the end zone. It's Peter late in the game.
And the offense takes control of this football game. Man, I tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you in every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
Ready to try the point after. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Alabama has the lead right now, but this Tide crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet here inside Bryant-Denny. They're up by 7 over Arkansas. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking downfield on first down. The sure hands, it's strong. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Makes the grab. It's Floretta. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And they got to the line expeditiously. Spiked it and stopped the clock.
No gain on the play.
So now it's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. All kinds of room to the right. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Huskies.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball
breaks into the open. He has the first and still on his feet. All the way into the end zone for a touchdown. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing, trying to make magic with his feet. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
QB spikes it. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it.